Hello, English language learners. Welcome to Learn English with Dr. DK. As you know, I am from USA and I am Indian American educator. So that means I speak your language too, right? Okay, so today I am expecting many students are going to join our live class. And as you know, I invite you when I want you to practice with me. But otherwise, you will be practicing wherever you are right now. And every Saturday and Sunday, 100% class participation, Zoom lessons, Saturday fiction, Sunday nonfiction. So today I am going to show you what we are learning in this unit. As you know, if you are with me from the beginning, and this is like, yes, the platform is YouTube, but the lesson we are learning or I am teaching is just like a classroom setting. जैसे आप स्कूल में या कॉलेज में किसी क्लास में हो, that's the way we are practicing our skills. This one is a unit 1. And as you know, again, this course is from beginning to advanced level. So I am going to share with you just the brief information about what we are learning in this unit. As you know, today it's lesson 4, June 17th. And I want to show you, this is a unit 1. And in unit 1, we are practicing a reading and speaking fluency. Expressions, we are learning telling something or showing strong feelings. Then reading skills, we are learning sequential order. And in this unit, we will be reading some simple passages and then vocabulary. Simple synonyms, antonyms, multiple meaning words. We are using many visuals, right? And then the grammar unit we are covering in this unit, in unit 1, the grammar skills we are covering personal pronouns, very simple ones, and then be present tense, be negative, be yes or no questions, and then be WH questions, basic adjectives, and basic prepositions. And then for writing, we are covering subject-verb agreement. Questions, again, we are covering B questions, WH questions, common command sentences, statement sentences, as you know already, I mentioned here, unscrambled sentences, and we are fixing the problems in the sentences. And in writing, you are learning the sequential writing and its keywords. And also in the reading also, our focus is on the sequential order. Sequence, जो भी events होते हैं वो sequence में कैसे होते हैं, right? So that's what we will be practicing in this unit. Now, our today's lesson is about B questions, but before that, one student was asking me a question because we were reading something, and it's on the community. I post sometime questions, and in these days I am posting linking words and the sequential order. So this question was from there. The student asked me, ma'am, what's hike means? So if you can see in this picture, this girl is hiking, okay? So I hope now you know what is hike means. And if you can see this, and hiking is very common, especially on the mountains or on the hilly areas, right? People go for hiking a lot. So let me see how many of you are here. So I can see Abdul Majid. I can see Harun. So Harun, that's what I mentioned. It depends on the lesson. If I feel like, yes, I want you to come and join the class and practice with me, yes, I will be inviting you, right? So it depends. Okay, now, so yes, this one, for example, I will invite some of you to read. And if you notice, in this reading, we have a sequential order. Okay, so let's see. Yes, so in the sequential order, things happen in order. Think about the things like you do the things, everyday activities in sequential order, right? So what you do first, and then second, after that, or before that, right? So these words are the key words for the sequential order. Okay, so now I am gonna invite one or two students. If you want to read with me, you are most welcome. But again, I'm telling you, please mute yourself. When I ask you to unmute, then you can unmute and speak, because as you know, I'm trying to avoid the disturbance. Okay, so let's see. If you want to join, you can come, and if you want to read with me, yes, you can read and practice with me. Okay, so I will wait for a few seconds. Okay, so okay, yes.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Mohammed. How are you? Okay. The one those they are joining my class, I'm gonna have a surprising news for you in the near future. So, I mean, if you want to enhance your skills, yes, you need to learn it consistently. You need to practice it every day, right? So, Sandeep, now I hope you know what is hike means.
Yes, ma'am.
So, I mean, it's common in India too. People go for hiking, especially, hiking is.
Ma'am, in Rajasthan, that's not happen. That's why I don't know.
I mean, right, yeah, right. In your area, it's more desert, but people go
Yes,
for.
ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So if you see this one, listen and read with me different kinds of sentences where we show the expressions, because here this is more about when you read with expressions, and based on what kind of a punctuation mark is at the end. For example, if you are asking question, your tone is different, right? If you are showing a strong emotions, your tone is different. If you are just giving a simple statement, your tone is different. Okay, so let's start from Murmu. Can you hear me? He's new today, I think. Murmu?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Do you want to read this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
मैंने क्या था?
Okay. Yes.
Rohan is new at Deb school. First, he has an English class with Deepak and Sunil before English class. They have many things to do. Sunil helps Rohan. He showed him the school. Second, they have a math class on the first floor. Next, they have a PE class in the sport field. They go from one class to the next. Rohan and Sunil go fast. Deepak does not go fast. He has a minor cold and has to stop. Then they go to eat lunch in the school. Uh, Canteen. They have a lot of food in the canteen.
Canteen.
Canteen after lunch. They go to the science class. At last, it is time to go home. Rohan is called to his two friends.
Okay, so yourself, please, everyone. So I will read one time and I want you to listen the pronunciation because some of the words, if you are mispronouncing, then you will be learning it correctly. Okay?
Ma'am,
Rohan,
can you increase the volume?
my volume, it's full.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Rohan is new at DAV school. DAV, right? DAV school are very common in India, DAV schools, right? First, he has an English class with Deepak and Sunil. Before English class, they have many things to do. Sunil helps Rohan. He showed him the school. Second, they have a math class on the first floor. Next, they have a PE class in the sports field. PE means physical education, right?
You're right, ma'am.
They go from one class to the next. Rohan and Sunil go fast. Deepak doesn't go fast. He has a minor cold. Minor. Minor means slightly. Minor cold and has to stop. Then they go to eat lunch in the school canteen. Canteen. They have a lot of food in the canteen. Here we say cafeteria. In India, I think you say canteen, right? Am I right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
After lunch, they go to the science class. This is a science class. At last, it's time to go home. Rohan is glad to have two friends. So this one, if you look at the exclamation mark, has a more strong emotions that he is happy, right? Now, if you see the words here, the keywords in this one, right? So which one is the word that is showing a sequence? Sandeep, can you tell me? Any words showing sequence?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, which one?
The first, second.
Okay, first, yes, sequence, okay. Second, okay, second, okay. Muhammad, do you want to say any other word? The sequence, order.
And before?
Yes, before also, yes, okay. Any other one?
Next.
Ma'am, after ma'am.
After, yes, yes. Away after
Then.
after lunch, right? So
Yes,
after
ma'am.
lunch, this is
Then.
then
At last.
at last, right? So you see these words are sequential order. And if you think about in real life situation, we do so many things in life in sequential order, right? So here, so first he has an English class with Deepak and Sunil. So Sandeep, my first question is to everyone, if you are watching my session, what do you think, what he did first, what they did, actually there were two friends, what they did first, very first thing in the sequence?
They attend their English class.
No.
Ma'am, sequence means
Sequence mean अब हिंदी में क्या word होगा sequence का?
क्रमबद्ध.
What?
क्रमबद्ध. क्रमिक रूप से.
हाँ, yes, क्रमिक रूप से, जो कि yes, stepwise
Yes,
sequence,
ma'am.
stepwise.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So sequence है जो. So what happened? The very first thing in this. Sandeep said English class. No, not English class. What they did, very first thing.
Ma'am, please hear, ma'am. Please hear, ma'am.
So the first thing.
Ma'am, Sunil helps Rohan.
To do what?
Oh, to show him the school.
Yes. So the very first thing, showed the school before first period, right?
Yes, ma'am.
He attended the first period. So first period was the second step, not the first step,
Yes, ma'am.
right? Okay, excellent. Do you want to read this, Sandeep?
Ma'am, may I read?
Yeah, sure.
Rohan is new at the AV school. First, he has an English class with Deepak and Sunil. Before English class, they have many things to do. Sunil helps Rohan. He showed him the school. Second, they have a math class on the first floor. Next, they have a PE class in the sport field. They go from one class to the next. Rohan and Sunil go fast. Deepak does not go fast. He has a minor cold and has to stop.
Okay.
Then they go to eat lunch in the school canteen. They have a lot of food in the canteen. After lunch, they go to the science class. At last, it is time to go home. Rohan is glad to have two friends.
Okay. Sandeep, everything was wonderful, but the only thing what I noticed is when you say like a DAV school, or when you said PE, so you are taking a long pause when you are using these words. You need to say quickly. Like for example, Rohan is new at DAV school. DAV school,
Okay, ma'am.
not DAV school, right? DAV school. And then PE, not PE, like you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
Yes.
I did so
Yes, ma'am.
because they are in capital letters.
No, even, but because yes, these words are like abbreviations, but still you need to say DAV school. He's in DAV school. He's in PE,
Yes, ma'am.
right? Okay. Yes. Because when you speak, you don't speak these words like the way you are writing. You know what I mean?
Yes, ma'am.
So now, do you understand how these sequential words works in the writing? And these, if you know these words, you can write so many situations. And I have another question to everyone. If you are watching my lesson from home, or if you are here in class, tell me some of the example where you think you can use these kind of sequential words. Tell me the situations where you can.
To tell someone about our daily routine
Yes. Okay.
and
Okay.
what are all we have done in our schools to tell that.
Okay. Harun, do you have any example? You can think about something you do in a sequential order.
Ma'am, in school.
School, like you go to school, your activities like the way we have here on the screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Murmu, what do you think? Do you have anything? And
Ma'am,
if you
in our profession,
answer in Hindi, you can say that. It's okay. I mean, expressing what you know, your knowledge, it's fine to tell me in your first language. Because what is the purpose here? The purpose here is, yes, the purpose is to learn English, but at the same time, the purpose is to understand what we are trying to accomplish here, right? So,
Right,
tell me
ma'am.
the situations जहां पे लगता है कि ये सीक्वेंस जो कर्म वार क्रिया है वो हम यूज करते हैं. Think about some of the situations. Anyone? If you know, you can
ma'am,
write in the
to
chat.
tell our professional life.
Like, give me specific example.
One by one, if ma'am, think about you did your PhD, then go to the America,
Okay. Okay.
and
Yeah.
then you
Okay. Yes, I agree. Yes, that's like a, that's more like a chronological order. Okay, and we're gonna talk about that later. Okay, chronological is like when we are writing our biographies, autobiographies, or we talk about history, we talk with the dates, right? I born in this year, and then I started my school in this year, and then I, you know what I mean? That's more like a, yes, it is sequential, but this sequential, we are talking about something, things happened in a short period of time. Okay, थोड़े समय में जो, जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल थिंक अबाउट द कुकिंग, कोई रेसिपी, you make something, right? So you do the things in sequential order. Yes. Now,
yes, ma'am.
okay, so let's move on to the next one. This is for your kind of like a homework. If you want to do, you can create some of the sequentials, and these are the words first, second, next, last, then finally, after that, before, another. Now, I'm keep reminding you, this class is a beginner's class. So whatever I am teaching you from the simple form, because gradually we will be going towards the, to the complex level. Okay. So I'm just keep reminding you same thing again and again. So you should remember that. So now here, if you see this picture, you can, I will give you like 1 minute so you can look at all the pictures and you can look at the sequential words. And then I want volunteer, and Arun is here and we're gonna ask him to try. So Arun, if you are connected, the words we are talking about sequential order, the things happen in sequence. हिंदी में जिसको कहते हैं क्रमवार, right? और इंग्लिश में, सिंपल इंग्लिश में कहते हैं step wise, right? Steps जैसे. So the first picture you can see, get out. The second picture you see, get out plate. The third picture you see, get out 2 pieces. You can see put together, eat the sandwich, get out jelly, spread the jelly, wash the knife, clean the mess. These are just examples. It's not like you have to use all these, or you can use your own vocabulary words also, right? It's not that you have to use all these words, but what's our focus is to follow the sequence, how you can make a peanut butter or a jelly sandwich or something like that. So use the sequence. What is the first thing someone will do if they want to make a sandwich? Okay, so Arun, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Arun, not Harun. Arun. Arun?
Yes, ma'am.
So is this your first class?
No, I joined 2 or 3 classes before.
Okay. Okay, so I hope you know that we are talking about sequential order. And if you see, the words are on the left. first, second, next, last, then, finally, after that, before, another. Now, I don't expect from you to use all these sequential words, but you can use maybe 2 words, 3 words. It's all up to you how you want to describe in your words how you're going to make a sandwich. Do you want to try? You can say first, you can start your sentence first, I will, and then what you're going to do. Tell me.
I did not get well because here and it means my net problem. So I
Okay.
can't speak, ma'am. Sorry.
Okay, that's fine. You can listen here. Muhammad, do you want to try to make a sandwich? Make a sandwich in English.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, first I get out the cheese.
You said,
Yes, ma'am.
listen to me, Muhammad. Don't worry about these pictures. You can imagine you are making a sandwich in your own kitchen at home. Think about that way and tell me how you make a sandwich sequence. What you will do first.
First, I take out all the things that we need to make a sandwich. Second, I will take a knife, and next I will get out 2 pieces of bread, and we have after last, and then I have to put together
Okay, both
after
slides.
after
Okay.
after that after that after we have to put the jelly on the bread,
Okay.
and another is we have to spread all the jelly,
Okay.
and then we have eat the sandwich.
Okay. So
uh,
finally you will eat the sandwich, or finally you will clean the mess. What you will do?
Ness.
Okay. So okay. Before, you can say, before I eat the sandwich,
Before I eat I will clean the knife and clean the mess.
okay. Good try. Good try. Excellent. Okay, Sandeep, do you want to eat a sandwich?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, go ahead.
First of all, whatever we want to have in our breakfast, we'll have to have a substance that we need to prepare something. So to prepare sandwich, I will need bread and a jelly because I like jelly sandwich.
Okay.
So for that, I will bring a bread packet and a jelly packet too. If I have already in my house, I will use them before and then the next.
Okay.
And first of all, I will open the bread packet and the jelly packet too. Then I will get out the plate and a knife, and I will have some 2 breads. I will have only 2 breads, and then with the help of knife, I will separate the jelly on the breads, and then uh, I will put them together to connect.
Okay. Jelly on the bread slices, not the bread
Okay.
loaf, because the whole is a loaf, right? The full bread, it's called loaf of bread. But when you are
Okay.
making jelly sandwich, you are using slices, bread slices, right?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes.
So I will separate the jelly with the help of knife on the bread slices, and then I will put them together. And first of all, I would like to wash my kitchen where I prepared my sandwich, because I don't like to have anything in a messy, at a messed up room or has a messed up dining table. So first of all, I will do my cleaning. I will clean the floor or where I was preparing my breakfast, and then I would like to have my sandwich.
Wow, you're spending so much time. Good, excellent. But okay, now see here. Like your explanation was you had a lot of detail in your sequence, but your sequence was not actually a sequence. You know what I mean? Yes, there
Yes,
was a
ma'am.
lot of explanation, but you did not make the sandwich in the sequential order.
Okay,
Okay?
ma'am.
So but I mean, you expressed, your English was excellent. Okay, don't
Yes,
think about
ma'am.
that. But right now, our skill, what we were learning, is a sequential order, right? So, what is the first thing you think? Think about it. Uh, Go back and think about, if we want to make a jelly sandwich. So you can say first, what is the first thing you need in order to make a jelly sandwich?
Bread
Bread, okay. So the
and
first,
then jelly.
yes. So uh, you can say I took out from your refrigerator, right? And it's fine.
Yes, ma'am.
So first I took out jelly and bread out of the fridge, and then I opened. What did you open?
Uh, sh- Refrigerator or shelf.
The bread bag, and took out 2 slices, right? After that, you picked up the knife and you opened the jelly jar and you spreaded the jam on it, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
yes, so uh, I want you to picturize when you are using the sequence. अपने दिमाग में वो सारी पिक्चर बनाओ कि वो कैसे आप बना रहे हो, कैसे कर रहे हो उस काम को, right? Then use those words in sequential order.
Yes, ma'am. I was more concentrated on speaking than picturizing.
Right, exactly. But
Yes,
no,
ma'am.
this is fine, but this is a skill, because
Yes, ma'am.
ये जो sequential order skill है, it's a real life skill. You do the things in order, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So that's why it was like a practice. Do you want to do another one more practice with another thing? And think about even the directions. We're gonna go there too, but not today. But about how we use that, and we use so many other in other situations directions. But in the directions, we use many other vocabulary words about the directions, right? Now,
Yes,
if
ma'am.
you see this picture, so this picture is about someone is making what?
Ma'am, I forgot.
Snowman.
Ma'am.
Snowman,
Snowman.
right? I know you
Right.
are not in that area where you get snow, but you can imagine. So what do you think is the first step in when someone will make a snowman? I want other people to speak because there are other students in this class too. Let's see. Arun is there. Marmu is there. Do you want to try? Arun, what do you think is the first step to make what? A ball of snow, right? First, you have to collect the snow, right?
Snow.
You have to collect the snow,
Ma'am,
then roll.
can we use gather here?
Yeah, you can use gather. Yes, gather the
Okay, ma'am.
snow. But like it's here it's common more like collect. Collect is more common word in American English, I think I would say.
Okay, ma'am. Because here in India, we
Also pretty much same thing. It's the same thing. Gather the snow or collect the snow. Yes. Okay. And then roll in a what? Roll in a big, because the bottom one the will be the bigger one, right? The big ball of snow. So then for that's like the bottom one is pretty much for the legs of the snowman, right? If you see, the snowman is divided into three parts. The bottom, legs, the middle is for his stomach part, and then head, right? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So anyone wants to use this? Anyone, if you want to try, use pictures and use the sequence. Uh, like okay, the roll, foot, hands, buttons, nose, right? Scarf, hat. These are the vocab words in this picture you can see. And you can use, if you see hands, hands are made of what? Branch,
Ma'am, the branch of trees.
wooden branches, jotania, right? Branches. Okay. So Mohammed, do you want to use this? Do you want to try? But
Yes,
try
ma'am.
just like give me 5-6 sentences quickly, please. Okay, go ahead.
And first we have to roll the eye. First we have to roll the eyes.
Snow,
Snow.
not ice, snow.
Snow at by 3 times, and we have to put on them like the line wise.
Okay,
Or
on each other.
on each
Not-
other. Ma'am,
not
on
like-
each other.
on each other. Okay.
On each other 3 times, and then we have
Three balls. We need to make 3 balls, right?
yes, ma'am, 3 balls.
Okay. Mhm.
Ma'am, we have to make the 3 balls and put it on the put it on
Each other.
upwise on it on
Or
it
on the top of each other. Okay.
on the
Yes.
top of each other, and then we have to make the hand of the snowman with the branches of the trees.
3 branches.
Trees
You-
branches. After that,
How many? How many?
ma'am, 2.
2.
After that, we have to make the nose with the carrot.
Okay. Put the nose with, okay, carrot nose. Okay.
And then we have to make the face of the snowman.
Okay.
Af-
Don't you
uh,
okay, Muhammad.
yes,
Like
ma'am.
we have to. Don't no, not we have to. Say like when, for example, when you are making a snowman, you can say I will put, I will use. Okay. So I will make 3 balls. I will put the snowballs on each other. Then
On
I
each
will
other.
use the 2 tree branches to use for hands. I use 1 carrot nose. Okay.
For the nose, and I will put the scarf on the snowman.
Sequence. Where is your sequence? First, second. You're missing the sequence, right? Okay, so it was a good practice, but see here, this you have a homework. When you can rewind this lesson, you can or write down all these words. You can think about the sequence and look around at home. What are the things you can do in sequence? Even if your mom is cooking something in the kitchen, you can see how she is making the things in the sequence, right? कोई खाना भी बनता है तो everything happens in a sequence, right? So that's what you need to practice about sequence. Okay. So anyone has any question about this sequence, but we will be practicing more activities in the sequential order in many different forms.
Ma'am,
Yes.
what is there in the 4th row? In the second one?
This one,
No, ma'am. In the 4th row.
4th row, these.
No, ma'am. Beneath it. Yes.
Last row,
Button.
the between.
This one, you can use like a B.
Ma'am, this is a button in the roll of the second.
Eyes. You need to use eyes also, right?
eyes on the second roll.
and the lips. You see these? The made of. Yes, you can use like a mini
Button.
chocolate chips.
Ma'am, like, ma'am, we can imagine this is a coat.
Okay,
This
yes.
is a shirt or coat.
Yes, excellent. Yes. So here we were talking about the expressions. I'm sorry. Expressions. So in this one, some sentences tell something, other sentences show strong feeling, as I was telling you. When you tell something, those are like statements, right? We make statements and we make statements all day. And then sometimes we show the strong feelings about something, and then those words, the strong feeling we show sometime in happiness, we show strong feeling in sadness also, right? Okay, so before we end this, I want to talk about the yes, no questions. So the grammar skills, yes, no questions. And there are two kinds of questions, yes, no questions. Like they may be answered just in a very simple form. You can say yes, or you can say no, right? Is he happy? Yes, he is. Is he happy? Yes. Is he not happy? No, he's not happy, right? Something like that. Very simple answers you can get. Now here, when asking a question with be, the verb, and many students, believe me, you are learning grammar, I don't know from how many years, but many students are still confused with this be verb. Okay, comes before the subject, who or what the sentence is about. Now, when we use the sentence form and we are asking question, so the be verb will come before the pronoun or after the pronoun? Before the pronoun or after the pronoun? I'm asking you question. So if you see, these are what? Who can tell me? These words are
Ma'am, pronouns.
pronouns. And these words are
Ma'am, noun.
Verbs. Helping verbs.
Ma'am, verb.
big verb. So when we are asking question, we use be verb first and then we use pronoun, right? Am I? Are you? Is he? Is she? Is it? Are you a student? Right? Is she a doctor? Like that. Okay. So I know most of the information you know. I don't want to spend a lot of time on these skills, but this is if you already.
Are they?
Muhammad, you need to mute yourself, please. Okay, mute yourself, please. So now, when asking a question with be, verb comes before the subject, who or what the sentence is about. So be present, yes or no questions. Plural. Are we? Are you? Are they? So I want you to make a question here. Are we? Who wants to make a question with this? Let's try. Are we?
Are we a doctor?
Are we?
Are we in trouble?
Okay, yeah. Are we in trouble? Okay. Are we doctors? If you say, are we doctors? Okay, listen. Okay, anyone?
Are
they?
we students, ma'am?
Are we students? Yes, are we students? Are we English language learners? Right? Okay.
Yes, we are.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you are. We are.
Yes, ma'am.
So let's see the next one. So we did this one. This one, okay, this one that is later on. So now we have singular and then the plural. Now you can try the singular one or you can try the plural one and think about as many questions you can. Think about. Let's see. Let's practice.
Ma'am, they are my relative.
Are they my relatives?
Yes.
Right?
Are
Because
you ill?
if you are saying they are my relatives, you are not asking question. You are telling us. So
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
when you are telling us,
Ma'am,
that's a statement.
are you my friend?
Are you my friend? Yes, excellent.
Are they our distant relatives?
Are they your okay? Are they your distant relatives? Yes, yes, excellent. Come on, keep trying. Think about it.
Are you is an English reader?
Are you? Are
Is
you?
is she going to appear in the civil services exams?
Okay. Yes. Okay. Good. Good. Good try. Come on. Anyone else wants to try?
Ma'am, are your paper is coming?
Are what?
Ma'am, are your paper is coming? Exams are coming?
Oh, okay. Are your exams are coming?
Yes, ma'am.
Sandeep, how are you going to ask this question? Are your exams coming? Do you
Are your
think-
exams drawing near?
Are your exams what?
Drawing near.
Drawing near? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So if I will ask you question, I don't think so I will be using are. I will say, do you have your exams? Or are you going to appear in the exams? Like that. I don't know. Are
Yes,
you
ma'am.
coming?
This is more suitable to.
Right? Yes. Sir. So
Yeah.
are your exams coming is not, I don't know. It doesn't sound right.
Yes, ma'am. We rarely speak are or is or am.
Yes, right. Yes. So anyone, Murmu or who else is there? AL is
Yes,
there.
ma'am.
Anyone wants to try? Yes, Murmur. You want to try? Go ahead. Any sentence you want to try? Anyone wants to try any other question? Are you, are we, are they, or is it? Is it? Anyone has any question about is it?
Is it fine
My
to
my.
go there?
Is it fine? What?
To go there?
Yeah, is it fine to go there? Yes. Is it okay if I can use your pencil? Right? Something like that. Yes.
Okay.
Excellent. Okay. So is we use when we are talking about what? One thing or more than one?
Is that the same we are thinking about?
Okay. Yes. So good practice. Good practice. Anyone wants to try any other question? Okay. Okay. Now, anyone has any question about the activities we did so far about sequential order? About sequential order? So now, what do you think is your homework? What do you need to do? What do you need to do? You need
When
to
we have to practice
We need to correct our mistakes.
Ma'am, I need.
mistakes, when we have to correct
How
our
can
mistakes that we have done in this session.
session, especially your sequential order. So you
Yes,
can
ma'am.
do this a practice. First of all, if you, I don't know how many of you are actually following my directions when I'm telling you to do something. The first thing is if you have a notebook and a pen or pencil, you need to write down the sequential order words. Okay. Then I want you to think about, or even very simple activity you have at home. Your mother is cooking something, or your wife is cooking something, or anyone at home, right? Think about, observe them, what they are making, and then write it. The steps they are taking, the very first thing, what they did the first, what they did after that, second, or sequential, right? And then write that sequence. And I'm expecting from you to write at least one situation about a sequence in the comment section. How many of you
Okay,
will be
ma'am.
doing it? And Muhammad Ayan, you are not writing anything in the comment. You are attending my classes, but you're not writing. That's what I expect from you to write. Learn to write. Just stay here. You need all skills when you want to become fluent. You cannot become fluent just by listening or just by reading or just by practicing grammar. Mute yourself, please. Need to practice all these skills together, including your critical thinking skills, right? So try to understand. Yes, this platform is a YouTube. Things not works the way the learning happened in the classroom, but I am trying my best to create the platform where you can learn pretty much the same way, the way we teach or learn in the class setting. So that's why my focus is on all skills. Focus is on reading, focuses on grammar skills, writing skills, vocabulary, mechanics, right? Foundational skills, everything together, and the strategies and the reading comprehension skills also, right? So that's what you need to focus on. So whatever you learn, the the point is like you need to pay close attention and then you need to practice it. So the skill we are learning in our reading strategies, the skill we are learning in a comprehension is we are learning sequential order, because there are so many things you see around you happen in the sequential order. For example, even if you buy a game, I don't know how many of you play video games or how many of you uh, like here it's very common when we buy the furniture sometime, we assemble sometime the things by ourselves, right? And you get to the all the instructions. The instructions we receive are in the sequential order, right? You have to use that sequential order in order to assemble something, right? So same thing is sequential order. We use it almost every day in so many different situations, and you need to know all these keywords, the signal words, in other words, for the sequential order. So is there anyone has any question? And even if you are taking IELTS exam or TOEFL exams or appearing in any kind of exams or even learning academic English, you are a student, you everything what we are learning is useful in every field. That's what
Yes,
this is,
ma'am.
right?
Yes, ma'am.
It's
You are absolutely right.
So whatever I'm teaching you is I'm teaching you the English you will be using in your real life situations. Okay. So is there any student has any question about this topic? And if you have any other question in your mind, you can feel free to email me. I was thinking to create a form where you can send me your questions. But when I am in this class, I would appreciate if you ask me the question related to today's topic, right? So I hope you enjoyed this lesson. And if
Ma'am,
anyone
I
wants,
have a different question from this topic.
okay, if I will know the answer, I will try it. But before that, I want to ask other students if they have any question or they want to say anything about this class, how they feel. You can say that in your language also. मुर्मू, कुछ कहना चाहते हैं आप?
Ma'am,
Yes,
how can I improve my grammar, ma'am?
that's what we are learning. You see, like I'm always saying the same thing, that learn everything in the real life situations. Do not learn the language like a rote learning. रट्टे मारने वाली learning मत कीजिए, क्योंकि वो आपको टेम्परेरी लगता है कि आपको आ गया वो सब कुछ, बट वो आता नहीं है, वो बहुत थोड़ा आता है, राइट। और इसीलिए जो
Yes,
भी
ma'am,
पढ़ो
yes.
अंडरस्टैंड करके पढ़ो। अभी जो ये लेसन में मैंने आपको बताया, देखो जो सारा हम बी वर्ड के ऊपर सारी बात कर रहे हैं ज्यादातर, और जो हमारी राइटिंग के ऊपर हम सब्जेक्ट वर्ब एग्रीमेंट्स के ऊपर बात कर रहे हैं, जो सेंटेंसेस बनाने हैं सिंपल सेंटेंसेस के ऊपर बात हो रही है। सो देखो हर चीज को स्टेप में सीखो। अगर आप ये सोचो मैं ये भी सीख लूं वो भी सीख लूं, वो सारा क्या होता है ना, एक वर्ड है जैसे हॉच पॉच नहीं हो जाता वो सारा कुछ, तो वो आपको समझ ही नहीं आता कि ये हो क्या रहा है। सो इसीलिए अगर आप किसी भी चीज को समझ के पढ़ते हो तो वो आपको याद रहती है और वो आप उसको यूज करते हो। समझ रहे
Right,
हो?
ma'am. Right, ma'am.
ओके, और किसी को कोई क्वेश्चन है? एनीवन? और कौन है इस क्लास में? लेट्स सी। So Sandeep, what's your question? But in future, I want you to email me if you have any question. Okay.
So,
That
okay, ma'am. May I email?
Yeah, sure. Email me. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
And I always, like, for example, you asked me question in comment and I found the picture for you and I showed it to you, and now you will never forget that word, what is hiking means. Hike, right? Okay. So
Where can I get your email ID?
it's in the description.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes. Yes. Okay. And you should have it. You were even the other one, English at my command. That is also the email there. Okay. So at this time, we are going to end this session and I will see you tomorrow with the next lesson. We will be still practicing on our unit 1. Have a wonderful day and stay blessed.
Thank you, ma'am.
You are very
Thank you, ma'am, for this session. Bye, ma'am. Have a nice day.